Welcome back to the Fourth and Wrong podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Colin, joined here by Dallas, Donnie, and Marshall in not his own kitchen.
Second week in a row, I'm not in my. I will be here for the whole episode this time, which is a step up from last
yeah,
week.
that's an improvement. Next week we'll get you back in your fucking setup.
I know I'm dog sitting this week, but next week I'll be back in the setup. So if I'm not, we're in trouble. So
all right. Well, anybody have any thoughts they want to share about this past week? I'm not gonna lie. Jesus, I fucked that up. But
great.
My thought of the week is the Lions are not going to win a playoff game unless they can improve that defense, because that defense is a liability. It has been for a while, and it's starting to actually cost us. And there's some tough divisional games left on the schedule, and we need to win as many of those as we can.
I know
and
Aaron Glenn.
I'm a little worried.
I know Aaron Glenn, we've had. I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of Aaron Glenn anymore. I know we still don't have that one player that it's like, bro. We don't have. We're never gonna get a player like this, but we don't have that player that's like the rest of the defense is solid, but it's built around this player. Like, we don't really have that guy. We tried to with CJ, which he was good, but until he got injured.
Honestly, right now I feel like if we do have that guy, it's Alex Anzalone, and that's a problem.
But I
love you, Alex.
I think it's hard to judge the man without that kind of thing. But how do we go from doing?
Yeah, but this is also year 3 of the rebuild, and you haven't found that guy yet, either through free agency or the draft. I thought maybe it would be Hutchinson, but Hutchinson has been getting pressures again, which is a step forward. But he's not getting the sacks that he was supposed to be getting for us. I hope he has a monster tear for the rest of the year, because I want to like Hutchinson. Don't get me wrong. I want to like him. I'm not one of those weird Michigan State fans that prays on this man's downfall every week for the Lions. But he hasn't been producing like he should be. And I'm worried about it. I'm going to be real.
I'm not worried about the Hutch production, mainly because this man's getting double teamed every fucking play.
Dude, he does get
in all honesty.
He gets
held, doubled. It's a lot going against him.
I think it was Pro Football Focus. He had the highest pass rush win rate this week. He just couldn't get home for the sack. So he was beating his blocks. He just couldn't get home. So now that he's back to beating his blocks, he needs to get back to sacking the fucking quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Also, I know it's way too early to say this. I've been waiting a couple weeks to say this, but I'm going to have to knock on some wood to not jinx it. But
oh, fuck. Don't even say it.
What?
Don't even say it.
Say what?
I don't know what you're going to say, but if you think you're going to have to knock on wood, don't say it.
Don't even say it. And usually when someone says that, they have something in mind. I don't know what it is. Just don't say it.
I don't know, but if you think it's going to jinx us, then don't fucking say it.
No, you guys were saying the montage guy was a jinx. Kirby has played great this year.
Oh.
It was not me. Amani was just a one-year wonder. So my Kirby Joseph highlight video, which means tune in to Marshall's channel. I will be making a Brian Branch highlight video after this year. So
all
two of
them?
All 2 interceptions.
He got away with 1, and he said, "Yup, I'm rolling the dice again."
Man's 50-50 odds. I think I'm winning.
Hey, 500 is still a winning record.
I think as Lions fans, we have to talk about, and it's just NFL fans, we have to talk about, are the Packers actually legit, and is Jordan Love legit, or the Chiefs really just fucking sell?
Mean, let's be real.
I think
they should have lost that game last night, but I do think the Packers have a pretty easy schedule down the stretch. We were worried about the Vikings for a little bit when we shouldn't have been. Matt LaFleur is undefeated in December. Yeah, I know I mispronounced it, but fuck off. He's undefeated in December in his career, I'm pretty sure. So they're quietly sneaking up on the Lions now too, and things could get interesting. Right now, they're the 7th seed in the playoff, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
So not.
They're still
not
3
great.
games behind us, and it's 1-1. So it really comes down to whatever's after that.
Yeah, dropping that Thanksgiving game made things a lot worse. So
sucks, but it is what it is.
If you look at the schedule, the Packers have. It has to be the easiest schedule in the league. It is fucking. Their toughest game is probably.
They get the Giants next week.
Yeah,
Like,
I know
in
that
New York, that's really might be their second toughest game.
they get
Like,
Giants, Bucks,
Bucks is
Panthers,
gonna,
at Vikings,
R.I.P. the Panthers.
Bears. They close the season out with the Bears.
yikes.
I know this isn't
So,
saying
They could
a
win like
lot.
4 of those games.
They're gonna win 10 games. They're gonna have at least, I think they'll drop one of those random games, like maybe that game in Minnesota. So the Lions have to win at least 2 more games. Like,
yeah.
it's crazy that we have to worry at this point, but like,
I know this isn't saying a lot,
I
but
think they will though.
this isn't saying a lot, but can we talk about the Lions? They own the NFC South. We literally went 4-0 against every NFC.
That's not a
South.
flex.
Yeah,
That's not a
I was
flex.
about to say that. I was like, that's cool and all, but like, think about who's in the NFC South.
It's not a
It'd
flex.
be different if
I
we
saw-
swept like the NFC East because they've at least got the Cowboys and the Eagles, but like,
And then I saw a meme where, this man, because I'm pretty sure this man Mahomes is 1-3 against the North this year. Because didn't they lose?
Yeah.
They lost to the Vikings, right?
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
they
They beat the Vikings. They lost to the.
No.
Wait, no. Yes.
demolished the Bears.
we
Demolished
beat them and the
Bears,
Packers beat them.
the Vikings.
Yeah.
I swear the
lost to
Vikings
Packers.
beat them.
He's 2-2.
Yeah.
I don't think
no,
the
he is
Vikings
2 and
beat 'em.
2.
I thought the
They
game
blew,
where
they blew the Bears out early in the season. They beat
Yeah,
the
they
Vikings by a
beat the
score.
shit out of the Bears.
They just lost to the Packers. They lost us by a point. So 2
I
and 2.
did not. Huh. I swear, but yeah, even then, like
Yeah,
lose
Chiefs
both-
won 27-20 against the Vikings.
Oh, okay. But even if you would have told me at the beginning of the year, Chiefs are gonna drop 2 games to 2 NFC North teams, I'd have been like, the Vikings got to be one of them. Are we really the other one? Like,
The fucking that is true. The Chiefs have fucking 4 losses, and 2 of them are against the NFC North. That's kind of crazy.
What was
Yeah.
supposed to be the worst division in football this year?
No,
Turns out it was the NFC South.
No, I don't
Yeah,
think the NFC
it's
North
gonna be-
was
A lot of people
Man.
were talking shit about the NFC North.
mainly because of the Bears and Packers, but that's because nobody
And
knew
then the
what Jordan
Packers
Love
might
would
end up
be.
coming in second and making
Exactly.
the playoffs.
Yeah, the Packers scare the shit out of me. They look really
Yeah,
fucking good.
they-
And I don't know why.
we need
Nobody.
to.
This is the thing
we-
about the Packers. Nobody's good on that fucking team. They have Rashawn Gary, who's okay.
And
Everybody.
he
awful.
only has recently like been exploding.
exactly
Like their success has coincided with him playing well, which I mean
Nobody-
makes sense. He's one of your
And if
star
you-
defensive players.
This is so nitpicky, but if you watch their games, they're just the luckiest team you'll ever find. Like on a lot of Jordan Love's deep balls, like it's just like the defender will like slightly overrun it, or like the fucking deep bomb he had to like Jalen Reed or whatever his name is. It just kind of fell in between 2 defenders' arms. It's like, man, there's like a point of like the Chiefs and like the Eagles and those teams, like they make those plays happen. The Packers just kind of fucking luck into it. It's so annoying to watch them have any kind of success. It's so
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
All right. So before we get into like the games of picking our games, we probably need to talk about this because after we do the games, we usually do trivia time. So everyone's been talking about the front runner MVP is Brock Purdy right now. So like he is.
Odds.
Yeah.
Betty.
Hey, well, hold on. Let me like just explain something for a couple. Let me explain something for a couple minutes.
This
and then
will
I'll-
just
I'll-
transition well into a new segment, so it's fine.
So I wanted to throw some things out there. So Brock Purdy might be the front runner for MVP right now. So Donnie is. I kind of want to explain. So real quick, this is not at Donnie. This is at the NFL. I think the NFL, and I've said this for the last couple of years. I think the NFL needs to seriously like stop with this QB bullshit, because honestly, if anybody really should be the front runner, honestly, Tyreek should be up there. Like Tyreek, every quarterback this year has been okay, like good, but like okay for MVP standards.
Yeah.
Tyreek really needs to be up there, and so like really quickly, I was like, okay, Cooper Kupp didn't win it, so like I went and looked at his stats. He got like 1,900 yards, 16 touchdowns. Reek is at 1,500 yards, 12 touchdowns. 5 games left. He might pass Cooper Kupp. He's averaging like 100 yards a game, which is crazy.
He's
So-
on pace for the record.
Yeah, the record, and he might get more touchdowns than Cup. So, and that year, Aaron Rodgers won it with like 4,300 yards, 36 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. So that was that really quickly. I just think I think that we need to stop saying quarterbacks over everybody. Honestly, like guys like Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons, Tyreek, Christian McCaffrey, they need to be up in that conversation because they're having more impressive years than the quarterback.
I agree.
JJ Watt.
Like there's so
JJ Watt should have won it outright.
So I just think that needs to be in discussion. But then going back real quickly into the Brock Purdy thing, I think Brock Purdy should be the front runner for MVP right now. And I know Donnie's like, it's the team around him. It's this and that. Okay. But if we really just think about, we're not looking at wins. If we think about truly just their offenses are probably very close in terms of their teams. Obviously, you would say, okay, so the Eagles have the better quarterback.
Okay, you're comparing to Jalen. Okay.
Yes, the Eagles have the better quarterback.
Specify.
He can run, he can pass. He's definitely better than Brock Purdy, I would say, 100%. The running back, it's obviously Christian McCaffrey. There's no discussion there. Then you go to receivers. It's close. I would still take the Eagles receivers over Debo and Brandon Ayuk are pretty good, but A.J. Brown, I'd say, is top 5 in the league. Debo and Brandon aren't there, and Devontae Smith is a solid number 2. And then, honestly, you go past that. Zacchaeus had that crazy good catch last week. And then Quez Watkins just came back. He's even good. So I would say Eagles receivers are better, and then I would take Eagles offensive line. I think they have probably the best offensive line in football. So Donnie's argument is like that 49ers team is really good, but their offense, so then I was like, well, is it their defense carrying? They're the third best offense in the league right now. It is the Dolphins ranked 1, Lions ranked 2, and then 49ers ranked 3. So it isn't just the defense carrying them all the way. Their offense is high powered. A lot's Christian McCaffrey, but you also like Brock Purdy, like you look at their stats, like I know the rushing for Jalen Hurts, but 18 touchdowns on 10 interceptions for Jalen Hurts compared to I think 26 touchdowns for Brock Purdy on only 6 interceptions. I understand. I know Donnie doesn't like this Brock Purdy talk, but I wanted to just put that out there. Donnie can argue his point now. I think you need to just kind of think about that. Brock Purdy is up there, should be up there in the MVP conversation.
So my question is, if you were to take each of them off of their team, like neither of them can play, whose offense do you think succeeds without them easiest? Like obviously they're both going to struggle because they're both designed for that quarterback, but who do you think is mostly fine, or who do you think like?
I think it's rough even saying that designed for that quarterback.
Well, you know what I mean. Like you kind of scheme around your starting quarterback a little bit.
Yeah, I'm getting that, but I mean I think the Eagles would probably still do worse. By a little, but I'm not thinking like a huge, like I think if you go a whole season, I'm still thinking, and it just depends on obviously who the backups are, because backups can be better than backups. But if we go same backup, just same skill level, whatever, I think the 49ers still do better, but not by a game or two. Like
I admittedly haven't watched enough 49ers games this season to really have a full opinion on this. My instant reaction though is just like, Brock Purdy is the most like average guy, like throws barely an NFL starting quarterback. A
lot of those Eagles plays. You look at a lot of those Eagles plays. AJ Brown has made some insane catches this year that should have not been catches. So that Zacchaeus catch in the back of the end zone should not have been a catch. A lot of Devontae Smith has made some insane catches. It's like this is a lot of this. It's like you don't even think they should be catches. A lot of it, the receivers for the Eagles, I think, overweigh the 49ers. Not by a lot, but definitely they do.
So my rebuttal to all this, because I felt that, I don't know about you guys, I felt like that was very directed towards me. He brought me up like 3 times. I know Donnie doesn't like Brock Purdy. I know Donnie.
Well, you're the only person that realistically thinks that he's not a good guy.
So first off, he's probably a fine guy. Let's not say that.
No, but good quarterback.
Yeah, I was gonna say good quarterback is what he meant.
This is the first thing I want to respond to is the Tyreek.
Side note for a second. I'm kind of surprised. Out of all of the mid-white quarterbacks you fucking dick ride all the time, Brock Purdy is the exception.
No, man,
Brock Purdy is definitely better than
Kenny Pickett. Jake Browning's better than Kenny Pickett.
Okay. Anyway, back to the MVP discussion.
Yeah,
So,
you get me on the
first
Kenny
off,
Pickett discussion. We'll be here for an
I'm not going to. What I
There's
say
his
happened.
phone.
What would I say? What would I say? Donnie was right. Put it on a t-shirt. Okay.
No, not putting Donnie was right on a t-shirt.
Hell no.
So, first thing was the Tyreek argument, because I agree that Tyreek has a good case at MVP, just like Cooper Kupp 2 years ago had a decent case at MVP. The problem with that is wide receivers literally never win the MVP. I don't think it's ever actually happened. I think it's only been running backs, quarterbacks, linebacker, defensive players, and then a kicker. Like, I think that's literally been it. Like, I think only 5 or 6 positions have won MVP across all the NFL. And wide receiver not one of them.
I think Marshall is saying that should change. He's not saying it will change.
I
He's
agree.
Just saying it should.
I agree.
Cooper Kupp's 2021 season was more impressive than Aaron Rodgers' 2021 season. And I think we're starting to get to the point where Tyreek's season is going to be more impressive than any of the QB seasons. Like, we are really saying in a 17-game season that, honestly, it's like Rodgers, it wasn't a 17 game, but 4,000, oh no, that was 17 games. 4,300 yards, 36 touchdowns is what he got, and they gave it to Rodgers.
The only reason he got that is because of the limited interceptions. That's most of Rodgers' MVPs is limited interceptions, which is impressive.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
But my thing for Tyreek is I don't even know if Tyreek is like the leading non-quarterback for MVP, because you got to look, Myles Garrett is basically the only reason the Browns have won games is because of how dominant he's been on defense. I argue that he would have a really good case. Christian McCaffrey, I think, has maybe the strongest case for a non-position or non-quarterback MVP, just because of how he's played. Obviously, he is the engine that runs that 49ers offense.
So
I think there's 3 non-quarterbacks that have insanely good arguments to.
So here are the odds right now. So we got both tied at 1. Dak Prescott and Brock Purdy at plus 300. Jalen Hurts at plus 350. Patrick Mahomes at plus 650. Tua at plus 800. Lamar at plus 800. And then it's Tyreek at plus 2,000. Stroud at plus 2,500. And McCaffrey plus 3,000. The next quarterback, like, Russell Wilson is over the next non-quarterback, which is Myles Garrett. Like, we have Matthew Stafford over Micah Parsons. Like it's like, come on now. But and then that's like offensive player of the year isn't even on here right now. So I don't. Yeah.
Wow.
Tyreek is
Tyreek is. Well, that's going to be the wild thing is a fucking quarterback is going to win MVP and then Tyreek is going to win offensive player of the year. And it's going to be wild.
That's what the awards are.
Yeah, I do agree that they need to change they need to add an award is what we're coming to, because you can't really say they need to like redetermine what, because like if you're arguing what is the most valuable player, it is always a quarterback. It always is and should always, you know what I mean? Like if you're arguing,
and I hate to take this man's side because I'm not a fan, but you're telling me you take Cooper Kupp out of that Rams team. I know Stafford's there, but bro single-handedly won them a lot of football games. I don't know if you take him out, do they still win those games? I think he was the most valuable player on that team. So I think he should have been. He was definitely, and they won the Super Bowl that year. I just think he should have been the most valuable player in the league.
And this is going to be hard because you guys are all going to roll your fucking eyes at this. But this is the thing: if you take I agree partially. If you take Cooper Kupp off that Rams team, they do not win the Super Bowl. I definitely agree with that. But this is the thing. If you take Matthew Stafford off that Rams team, they realistically probably don't make the playoffs. Like, that's just how it works.
That's true. But I think
so if you're arguing, like, yeah, Cooper Kupp, like, they go from Super Bowl winner to 10 wins, whatever you want to say. But if you take Matthew Stafford off the Super Bowl, like, say he gets hurt week 10, they probably don't make the playoffs, and that's just how it is because quarterbacks touch the ball every play.
Yeah, that's just because the quarterback is the soul of the team. He obviously has to dish the ball out everywhere. Like shit, if you get rid of a kicker, you're obviously not going to get that many kicking points. It's like that. It's just because there's only one quarterback and they're the sole purpose of that team. But I don't think that means they need to be the most valuable player just because they're the soul of the team. Like I think that I understand that they are valuable to that team. But look, there are so many guys that just have in the past that should have won MVP that attribute too much to that team to not win it. It's just boring watching quarterbacks that have mid years win MVP. Like 2020, what was it? 2022 Aaron Rodgers should have not touched that MVP with a 15.5-foot pole.
Yes, and I agree with that. But what I'm saying is like how college
last thing, and then we got to
doesn't.
move on.
Yeah, it's how it's the most outstanding player. That's what the NFL has to do to kind of combat this. If they wanted to do an NFL, if you change MVP to NFL's most outstanding player, then all these positions are going to win it. But if you're arguing just value, it's always going to be quarterback. Like Jalen Hurts, even if he doesn't throw for any more yards this year and no more touchdowns, like he's more valuable to the Eagles than what fucking basically any other skill position is to their team, just because that's how football works. Like that, and like it's the way the sport is.
I know you wanted to move on, Colin, but it's just like, how are you not like forgot? Because didn't T.J. Watt tie the record for sacks in the season, or did he break it?
He tied it.
He tied it. How are you not going to give a man that breaks the record for the most sacks ever, or it's like until like whatever? Like, how are you not going to give someone like that the MVP? Because they're breaking records at that position. If you break a record at your position for most yards and like that, if Tyreek goes for 2K, how do you, the first ever player to do that, how do you not give him MVP? Like, I don't understand that. But I'm glad we all agree though. The JJ Watt year, that bro should have won MVP.
Bro should have won MVP.
Well, he was fucking the best player. How I say peak AB is the best player.
Why was he fucking the best player? Like, what are we doing?
Did you hear the thing where Did you hear the thing where TJ Watt was talking about him and he was like, "Bro, I don't think you guys realized how good my brother was." And I was like, and then they started showing JJ. I was like, "Damn, it's crazy."
All right, Dallas has another round of blind rankings this week.
Oh yeah, this is
and they tie perfectly into our conversation that we just left off with.
Goddamn pretty talk for another blind ranking. What the fuck are we doing? We did a blind ranking. Fucking move on. Jesus Christ.
All right. So
if we're doing all this, we are gonna have to make our picks this week. Like, all right, boom, 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 boom.
No, we are. There's really not a lot to say with this slate of games. This is kind of a down week for games.
All right, boys, we are blindly ranking these 5 quarterbacks for the MVP race. This is
did you guys do this last week?
Yeah, we did.
We did do a blindly rank. If you would have watched last week's episode, jackass, come on, be a fan.
What happened to being the one guaranteed viewer?
I did.
No, I didn't. No, you didn't.
Why the fuck did you
it's in my watch history.
Probably the most watch time out of all of you guys. So eat my dick and balls.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm with Marshall. You can't give him shit for that.
We are going to be blindly ranking these 5 quarterbacks for the MVP race. These are based off of the current end of year projections. So based off of their yards per game average, touchdown, interception, all that averages. Yep, I'm going to send the graphic now. We're going to be ranking these quarterbacks.
Oh shit, I didn't even think of that. Well, Marshall, we will not see your face for this segment.
Hold on, guys. Oh, I know who these guys are.
Well, like I said, these are based off of current projections.
What? Wait, so blindly rank these 5 quarterbacks for the MVP race. So this is current stats.
No, these are end of the year projections based off current end of year projections. Like it says underneath that, it's
interesting.
So I'm ranking. Okay.
Like if these 5 quarterbacks were
that
one through 5, MVP
what quarterback is scoring 17 touchdowns on the ground?
Do we have to ask that?
That's a lot of tush pushing.
What fucking quarterback is like the best rushing threat?
That is a lot of tush pushing, bro.
And then we're also going to assume all of the quarterbacks' teams get to 10 wins because it's very possible for all of these teams to at least have 10 wins. I feel like 10 wins is the bare minimum you can have for an MVP argument.
Yeah.
Historically, to win MVP, you have to win like 12 or 13 games.
Adrian Peterson had 10, so there you go. 10 wins.
I would say Adrian Peterson's a fucking outlier.
This is kind of tougher than I expected.
It's very close, which I think this leans into what Marshall was talking about earlier. This MVP race for quarterbacks is super, super close.
I think I'm gonna go quarterback C, number 1. Just because actually no, I lied. I'm gonna go quarterback B for number 1. I just think that's that interception number kind of steers me away initially, but I don't know. I think the amount of touchdowns, like total, I think they've got enough rushing touchdowns. They show that they're, a true dual threat, and in a modern game, that's what you need. Damn. Then I'm probably gonna go C, then A, then ooh. I'm gonna be real. I hadn't looked at QBE yet. So swap A, and then I'm gonna put E, then A, and then quarterback D. Got a lot of yards, but not as many scores as I would like.
I'll go winning MVP, quarterback E. Second, quarterback A. And third, quarterback. I'll go quarterback B. And then no, change it. Go quarterback D at third, then quarterback B, then quarterback C.
I will go quarterback B. Then I will go E, C, A, D. Is how I think I'd have it. I feel like I can guess all these guys except for D. I have no fucking idea who D is.
Okay, so to recap, Colin, for number 1, you picked quarterback B for your MVP. Donnie, you also picked B. And then Marshall, you picked quarterback E. Quarterback B was Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts at quarterback B.
Okay. I feel okay about that.
Marshall, at quarterback E for your MVP, you picked Dak Prescott.
Ooh.
Dak Prescott.
That does make sense, though.
Donnie, that was your runner-up for MVP. Colin, your runner-up was QBC, interesting enough. That's Josh Allen. Oh. Josh Allen at C.
Hell no.
like I said, we're assuming they win 10 games. It's possible. Any given Sunday. And then Marshall, your quarterback runner-up MVP for A, that's Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy at A.
I'm excited to see who D is.
D, Marshall had third. D is CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud.
That's
pace to throw for only 28 touchdowns.
Yes. I mean,
he only has 20.
I'm okay.
He only has 20 touchdowns.
Yeah, but he's had multiple 3-touchdown games.
Bro's been playing insane.
He's also had a couple games where he's thrown one or
he's
none.
Leading the Texans to maybe a division win in a first year of a rebuild. Like, I'm okay with saying that he could be up there.
Yeah, that's wild. I didn't know he only.
Yeah, remember when we were flaming the Texans for firing Lovie Smith last year? And then now they're here.
Mm-hmm. And then, and then to recap, Colin, you had Dak at 3. Donnie had Josh Allen at 3. And then you guys both had A and D, obviously, Brock Purdy.
Who did I have last?
You had Josh Allen. Josh Allen last.
Allen was who? Allen was C?
Allen was C.
I'm surprised you didn't have Mahomes on here. I'll say that.
I don't think Mahomes deserves to be in the MVP race, in all honesty.
No, he doesn't.
He deserves to be in the MVP.
He's Patrick Mahomes, so he will be, but
he doesn't at all.
Mahomes is one of the betting favorites just because all it takes is him to flip the switch and he will win MVP right away. If he plays like him for the rest of the rest of the year, he will win it by a landslide. So
All right.
that's it.
All right.
All right.
Chris,
Well, speaking
we
of
gotta move on.
MVP quarterback
I don't know about you guys, but I see
options,
that on the team.
this week's Thursday night football matchup, Patriots at Steelers.
Mitchell
Mac
Trubisky.
Jones or Bailey Zappi versus Mitch Trubisky.
I'll watch this game without Kenny Pickett playing, and I'll actually maybe choose the Steelers now.
I'm gonna go Steelers. Patriots
Bro.
got shut out last week by the Chargers, so
The Patriots cannot find the fucking end zone
Steelers
or a field goal. Jesus
it's gonna
Christ.
be an ugly win, but the Steelers are gonna win.
Yeah, no.
Hold on. We didn't announce who won last week.
Oh yeah, shit, you're right.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
All right, side note.
Sorry to cut you off there, but
I should have been ready for that. I won.
Yeah.
As I told Colin before you guys all joined, he won by, I would say, I mean, it's a decent margin the way we picked him, so I'll say that. But this was a bad week for picks from pretty much all of us except for Colin.
Yeah.
Even Colin with his winning week wasn't like an insane week. I will start last. Last was a tie between Marshall and Dallas at 6-7.
Damn.
I put a lot of blind faith in the Panthers. I'll tell you that
really
much.
Did. Fresh off
They had a
firing their head
chance.
coach.
Hey, same with the Broncos. Broncos had a chance to win it too.
I picked the Broncos, so I can't be mad at that.
Oh, and then there you go.
I think I threw it away. I was gonna say, yeah, we each, I would say all of us had at least one interesting pick through the week. I know Marshall was the only person to go Cardinals. I remember that, and that was pretty. I'll give him that. Then second place was me at 7-6, so literally a game difference. And then at 9-4, Colin won the week. Colin had the week clutched up before Sunday Night Football.
9-4. I thought he did way better than that.
I thought Colin was gonna have like 12.
Yeah, the way you put it, I was expecting the biggest.
There were only 13 games, so
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, 13 games plus like most of the weeks that the winner only wins by like one. So for him to win two, and then me to barely be over 500, you guys be under.
That's
500.
not as bad as that's. I mean, we've had bigger margins than that.
we have.
Yeah,
But
I had
I don't-
three.
I don't
Either way,
rate that.
we all went barely above
Week-
500 or sub 500, and he fucking cleared
Week
it by 2
one,
games.
week one, me and Colin went 6-10. Dallas went 7-9. Donnie went 10-6. That's a 3-game margin.
All right. Well, it
Either
doesn't
fucking
matter.
way. Good job, Colin. Sorry I fucking missed
Slowly chipping away at that.
said it.
lead.
Jesus
Slowly
Christ,
chipping
man.
away.
You should be.
All right. Back into the picks. I picked Steelers. Dallas, give me your pick.
Yeah, Mitchell Trubisky, best quarterback on that roster. Steelers are definitely gonna win this game.
I'm gonna go
He
with
has
the
more passing touchdowns than Kenny Pickett in the month of November
sorry,
and
Marshall,
December.
did you just say you're picking the Patriots?
I'm gonna go Patriots.
No fucking
No,
shot.
come on.
On the road after getting shut out by the Chargers
This is
at
just
home.
because Kenny Pickett's still on the roster. That's the only reason he's picking that.
All right. Well,
Yeah, that's
I know
wild.
for a fact I'm not watching this Thursday night game.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have watched
I'll
it
just check
anyway.
the score later.
I know you guys definitely saw the memes that like this game's gonna set offense back 50 years. That was before the best quarterback, Kenny Pickett. I don't give a fuck what any of you say, was out. So now
I will give you that he, outside of Mitch Trubisky, now that I know that Mitch Trubisky is their backup, he was probably like between the two like starting quarterbacks, he was probably the better of the two options. I'll give you that.
I think Mitch is better.
How
No,
far
I just
have
mean
we
between
Mitch has a passing touchdown.
I just
in the
mean
last
between
4
Kenny
games.
Pickett and Mac Jones. I think he's the better of the two. But
Like,
neither of them are
I-
playing, so
yeah, this game is gonna be fucking awful to watch. I think it's gonna end 3-0, but
and now it's gonna be 30 fucking 8.
Yeah,
to
watch.
It's gonna be that
37.
Monday Night Football game score.
Bailey Zappi's
Yeah.
gonna come out and have the greatest game of his fucking life. He's
Yeah,
gonna be
that air raid
5-1.
offense that we all know Bill Belichick loves to run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this is gonna end 2 or 3-0 with Steelers coming out on top.
All right. Texans at Jets. Give me the Texans.
J-E-T Jets, Jets are losing. I'm going with CJ Stroud. He's on pace for 5,000 passing yards. Give this man the MVP. Give that man the MVP.
Honestly, if he passes for 5,000 yards as a fucking rookie, just you really should give him the MVP. I mean, at this point, he's already got rookie of the year locked up.
Marshall, yeah, he's like minus 9,000.
I went Texans, yeah.
Donald.
The game fucking, dude. The Jets are just.
Can we not spend too long on games, man?
Especially a game like this. It's clearly the Texans.
Can we just roll through the games like this way? Come on.
Texans go.
Oh no, he's sad.
Oh.
Rams at Ravens. Give me the Ravens.
Yeah, give me the Ravens.
Yep, Ravens.
I'll go Ravens.
I'm proud of you. I really thought you were about to pick the Rams.
No, I looked at it. If it wasn't in Baltimore, I'd have went Rams. I think the Rams are
fucking bullshit.
I think the Rams are gonna sneak into the playoffs. I'm telling you.
No shot. No shot. If they do, they're gonna lose first round.
Oh, well,
shit! Could you imagine? Wait.
Yeah, if they draw the 17th, we're the seed. Yeah, I know. Don't bring it up.
In Detroit, honestly,
it's gonna be rough to watch. Fucking Jared Goff kick Matthew Stafford out of the.
We know who you're rooting for.
Yeah,
man.
He's gonna be wearing the Stafford Rams jersey to the game. Panthers versus Saints. Give me the Saints.
Saints.
You learned your lesson picking the Panthers last
week. Real quick. I thought they would try so hard to not be eliminated from the playoffs. I thought they'd win one game there. Nope. Took my L.
Fired coach.
Even though Jameis was missing literally wide open targets against us, I'm still gotta go Saints.
Yeah. Do we know how Derek Carr's doing?
He had a concussion and fucking a bunch of.
Okay, so he'll probably be out this next week then too.
Probably. It's like his second concussion a year, second or third. So that's
shut it down, bro. It's not worth it.
About to turn into Tua though. You might not want to shut it down. I was
apparently that's knock some sense into him, you know.
I was messaging Marshall during the game. I hope they just start Taysom. Taysom's a good football player. I'm gonna go Saints. He's underrated and they deserve.
It's gonna be Jameis. It's gonna be Jameis, and then they're gonna rotate him in still.
Taysom Hill just plays the game the right way. Am I right?
You're gonna sit here and tell me Taysom Hill didn't look better than Jameis when they were playing. He's better.
He looked better than Derek Carr.
Did he throw the ball?
He throws the ball a little bit. He's not that bad.
He had like 2 passing attempts, I feel like. Anyway, we need to move on. We're spending too much time talking about garbage games.
Oh my god.
Colts at Bengals. Give me the Colts.
Give me the Bengals, bro. That man Jake Browning coming back. Bringing them back into the and they're in the hunt, dog. They're in the hunt. Give me the Bengals.
The Colts are also though
so satisfied fucking saying that shit. Look at his face. Look at his stupid fucking face.
The Colts are on a run though, so yeah, I'm going Colts. They've been killing it lately.
Bro, the Bengals put up 30,
was Richardson done for the
30
year
plus
when he got injured? Or is he gonna be coming back soon?
Yep.
He had surgery.
They put up 30 plus with a backup quarterback. The Bengals look good.
There's also the Jags.
Well, the Colts also
have been very inconsistent this year.
Jags pass defense have been good this year.
Colts look better.
But not 400 yards bad. So Jake Browning does deserve a lot of credit. This one's honestly fucking tough as shit. I'll go Bengals. Not confident in it, but I'll go Bengals.
All right, Buccaneers at Falcons. Arthur Smith, I'm going to give you one last chance. I'm picking the Falcons.
That's crazy.
Bro, coming off the game they just had, I'm going Bucks. That's crazy, Colin.
Yeah, I'm picking Bucks as well.
I mean, I'm not gonna give Colin shit. Like they looked fine against a good Jets defense.
Pretty sure Colin's 0-4. I'm picking Arthur Smith. So
I think I am.
The odds don't line up there.
Every time I say it's the last time picking Arthur Smith, it's never actually the last time.
Man's addicted to Arthur Smith.
Abusive ex, bro. Just keeps running back. Dude, I feel like the Falcons are just good at home. They're like the Colts. There's no reason for them to win at home, but they fucking do. But I'm rolling with Baker and the boys. Give me the Bucks.
Really lone wolf and the Falcons out here. That's crazy.
That's sad. That is the saddest. Bro, at one point was a lone wolf in the Chiefs. How far he is.
Jags at Browns. Give me the Jags. Actually, no. Hold on. I forgot Trevor Lawrence got hurt like 20 minutes ago.
You already said
Give me the
it.
You
Browns.
locked it in. You
Write
locked
it
it in,
down.
Colin.
Browns.
I'm right
I'm
now,
going to-
Jags. for you.
No. Dallas hadn't given his pick yet. It's not
That's
locked in until the
bullshit.
next person talks.
That's bullshit because I've said picks and then I'm like, actually,
No,
you guys are
because
like,
you're
"Nope,
trying
they
because
do
you've
it."
gone last. We've been mid the next pick, and you're like, oh, actually, I'm going to change it. No, we hadn't
Well,
moved on yet.
maybe before you go, Jags, Browns, Jags, maybe you should wait and we can be like, hey, is Trevor Lawrence going to play? We don't have to fucking rush through this. Oh my God. You guys
Yeah, we
fucking
don't
killed
have
me.
to- but you
Give me the
also, this is
Browns.
what happened. This is what you do, though. We're telling you more time. It's like, all right, we got Panthers versus the Jets. Man,
This
this
one's
is
kind of hard.
there's something about this game. I just, is Kenny Pickett playing this game? I don't know. It's like we don't need to no, Colin doesn't have to Panthers Brown power out. It's like talk about it 2 seconds. Like, yeah, I just think it's gonna be this, and this.
Anyway,
We're
my
wasting
pick
too
is
much
the
time.
Browns.
Go.
My pick is the Browns.
Fuck.
I'm going to go the Browns.
Unlike Colin, I'm not gonna go Jags. I will go Browns.
Oh, fuck off! I'm the one that gets to edit this. I can fucking edit it to say Browns.
CJ Beathard looked good. I'll go Jags, even if Trevor doesn't play. I trust them more than the Browns.
You're going against Joe
Played like
Flacco? Come on,
half
man.
a quarter.
Joe Flacco just got fucking beat by 2+ scores, which I wanted to bring up during this fucking podcast. I said beginning of the year, Rams
Oh
minus
my
19.5. They
God.
won by fucking 17. I was so fucking close.
Not
So you were
19.
wrong.
I was close.
You pointed out for being wrong.
Yeah, good job.
All right.
Yeah,
Lions
if you were
at Bears.
up that, you'd be out here sucking your own dick. I don't want to hear
God.
shit from you.
What are we
Lions at
saying?
Bears. I think this one's going to be
Oh,
another close one. I think the Bears are going to try and make up for what bullshit they just gave us in Ford Field, and they're going to try and actually close this one out. But I think the Lions are still going to steal this one. Give me the Lions.
Yeah, this game is going to be very close in my opinion. But I think the Lions will take the dub.
Give me the Lions. Detroit. Come on.
I'll never pick a game with Justin Fields as quarterback. Go Lions.
All right. Seahawks at Niners.
Best team in football, 49ers.
Wish I had to
Damn.
pick the Seahawks.
No, I can't. 49ers.
No.
I love
was about to
Devon
say,
Witherspoon. Devon
after-
Witherspoon's so good.
After just
Tariq
clowning
Woolen.
the Eagles on the road, there's no shot on
Oh,
picking
no.
against the
Clowning them.
49ers.
I don't know.
Disrespecting them.
That
At
game
home.
against the Cowboys, they played what crazy, but I don't know. It's one of those games where it's like Niners Seahawks is always like
True.
a
I mean,
good
those
game.
divisional games are always tough.
They're
but
always
I don't know.
good.
I
So
just
you
think
can't
fresh
hate
off
me
of that
for
win
that.
over the Eagles, they're going to be feeling good. They're not
but
going to
that
slip
Seahawks
up this week.
Cowboys game was nasty.
If this
So
game
that's
was
the
in
only
like
reason-
2 weeks, maybe.
that's the only reason I thought about it was because of how well the Seahawks played against the Cowboys. But yeah, it's just one of those games where I think the Seahawks could easily win this game. So you can't hate me for thinking. But yeah, I'll go 49ers.
Yeah, I'm going Seahawks. I could see this easily being a 49ers letdown.
Yo.
It's the
I
Seahawks are
wanted
best-
to, but I don't know. I didn't.
See,
Seahawks are
I
oh,
I see your point. And again,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
my thing is like fresh off of that win. I just don't know the way that they clowned the Eagles. I don't think it's going to happen this week. If it was in like 2 weeks from now, or if it was in Seattle this week, I'd see your point a little bit more. I don't know.
well, yeah, my thing is just I keep coming back to we know I don't believe in Brock Purdy. I think the 49ers are a fucking unit. I think they should win every game by multiple scores with the offense they have. But it's just one of those things that I don't really fucking trust him that much. And I'm trying to see right here what the 49ers did after they beat the Cowboys. Because isn't that when they went on their biggest win before this was the Cowboys game. What happened after the Cowboys game? Lost at Browns, lost at Vikings, lost at Bengals.
They also weren't
So-
healthy.
Yeah.
They're healthy now.
Okay. Either way, sorry he didn't have the fucking Avengers with him. I don't care either way. I think
Hey, Jalen was healthy. Everyone else on the Eagles was healthy. Got dicked on.
The 49ers won their second biggest game of the year, maybe the biggest game of the year to this point, and I think they're gonna get let down. So
At what point do we
Their
bench
biggest game of the
Jalen?
year is actually going to be against the Lions in the playoffs. Thank you very much.
Yep.
When Brock Purdy folds.
I can't wait for us to get bounced round one by the fucking Packers and revisit this.
Hey, show me a game where Jalen Hurts outplays Brock Purdy, and then we'll talk.
Show me a game
all
where
right,
Brock Purdy.
All right. We're done.
What's the next game?
Vikings at Raiders. Both these teams coming off a bye week. This is going to be a good one. I'm picking the Raiders, though.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like this is going to be just a tough game. It's like a 17-10 game. I'm going to lean Raiders, though. I think the Raiders are building momentum over there. I like what they're doing.
I didn't hear who the Raiders were playing. You guys were talking about
Vikings.
I'll go Vikings.
I will also go Vikings. I think Vikings are coming off a bye week, and they're
both of these teams are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the Vikings get Jay Jettis back, so.
That's true.
I don't think that's going to be for them.
How much practice would he have had though with Josh Dobbs? Like
2 weeks.
He was reinstated but not active for the game. I'm assuming 2 full weeks, probably all of last week and all of this week.
Plus I was gonna say this whole week leading up.
So I think he's gonna be a part of the game.
Well, moving on, Broncos at Chargers. Give me the Broncos. Chargers have been really stinking it up since they played the fucking Lions, man. Not making us look good for beating them on the road.
You already know. Mr. Unlimited. Broncos country. Let's ride. Justin Herbert's overrated. Give me the Broncos.
I thought he was about to say all of that shit and then pick the Chargers. Justin Herbert's overrated, and that's why I'm picking the Chargers.
Where's it at?
In LA.
I'll go Chargers.
I don't know why you asked that like that mattered. All those LA fans is gonna make a big difference. No, yeah. I mean the Justin Herbert overrated comment's fucking insane. But yeah, I'm gonna go Chargers. Fuck no, bro.
Oh, you made your pick.
You locked in.
I'm writing down what the fuck I want to write now, so go fuck yourself.
Oh, fuck you.
Okay, well if you get that,
I didn't hear any of your guys' picks.
Then Colin gets the Browns.
I picked Broncos. Dallas picked Broncos. Marshall picked Chargers.
Broncos country. Let's ride.
All right, moving on. We got Bills at Chiefs. Damn. I don't know who I want to pick in this one.
I love how you say none of these games that we're talking about. There's a fucking couple of good games.
Yeah, I was just looking at some of the teams, and now that I'm thinking about them a little bit more,
he saw Thursday Night Football and called it quits.
No, can't do it. Ruins the entire slate.
I mean, it doesn't. Supposed to get you hyped for the rest of the week.
Never done that. Ever.
I'm gonna pick the Chiefs. I would not be surprised if the Bills managed to win this game.
Bro, both teams. I say the Bills at 6-6 look better than the Chiefs at 8-4. Just on paper, the Bills just look better at 6-6. In all honesty, they've had 3 or 4 of their losses in 1-score games. I think I'm leaning Chiefs because it's in Arrowhead. Oh, go ahead, Colin. You were gonna say
I was gonna say something, but it's about an unrelated game, so I won't say it right now.
Oh, okay. But I'm gonna lean Chiefs because it's in Arrowhead, though.
I will also go Chiefs.
Yeah. The only thing that makes me want to go Bills here is just because it's in the regular season and they win games they shouldn't in the regular season. I'm going Chiefs though. This Bills team is done.
All right. Good ass game. This is another Monday Night Football doubleheader week. We got Eagles at Cowboys Sunday Night Football. This is gonna be a great fucking game. I'm gonna pick the Cowboys. I think Eagles drop 2 straight.
The Cowboys need this more than the Eagles need it.
Mm-hmm.
And
exactly.
And it's in Dallas. I think the Cowboys are 5-0 the last time they've played in Dallas. I'm gonna go Cowboys. I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles win it, but I think the Cowboys are more of a desperate team that need it.
Man, I was gonna go Cowboys, but 2 people going Cowboys.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm gonna
fuck
go
off.
Eagles.
Pick the games you want to
Pick the game.
man.
Pick the winner you want.
I was gonna go Cowboys, but it's just like sounding how confident you guys are in Cowboys. This is gonna be a montage.
I'm not. I'm not confident. They're just more desperate.
I just seeing you guys both pick Cowboys. It's like, damn, I thought that was kind of a dark horse pick, but now that you guys are saying it, I think
Cowboys
Eagles
are favored, and it's in doubt. So
I just know my dark horse MVP is top 3 in MVP votes right now.
I hope
This win would damn near put him at number 1.
We all know the reason they're actually doing good is DeRon Bland.
Yeah. Bro's the best. Go ahead.
In my mind, there's like 2 narratives that are going to come out of this game. Either it's going to be the Eagles like free falling like they did last year to end the regular season before they like turned it back on in the playoffs, or it's going to be that the Eagles looked so bad this last week because they were kind of looking ahead to this week, which either one I could easily see being a media push. But I don't know. Cowboys are really good at home, but I'm just not going to pick against the Eagles. They're way too fucking good, and I think they can just beat the Cowboys.
All right. Monday Night Football game number 1, Packers at Giants. Give me the Packers.
Yeah, Packers. I have zero faith in the Giants.
Yeah, I agree. Give me Packers.
Can I get a go Pack go from Donnie?
Go Pack, go!
You are actually gonna get the dead opposite. I am gonna go Giants here.
Holy fuck, man!
I am.
Is this a pick out of spite, or do you actually think the Giants are going to win this game?
It's the Italian heritage.
This is what I mean.
Us Italians got to stick
I'm gonna
together.
get how I feel very disrespected by the things you guys just did because
You're not Italian.
I am.
This is Tommy DeVito's. This is genuinely Tommy DeVito's thing, though. Like, this is not even.
Yeah, you're mocking him by doing that.
This is Tommy DeVito. Tommy DeVito has been doing this.
I don't know how you guys are, but us Italians stick together.
Oh my god!
Next game.
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna mute all
Titans
this.
versus Dolphins.
Tommy DeVito.
Titans versus Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins.
Offensive Player of the Year, Tyreek Hill. He's gonna have another 150-yard game. I'm gonna call 2 tutties. Fuck it. Go Dolphins.
Never count out Mike Vrabel. That T-shirt will be out soon, so I'm gonna count out Mike Vrabel. Dolphins.
I was about to say.
I don't even think Derrick Henry's playing either. I think he's in concussion protocol too.
All the game at that point. Yeah, never count out Mike Vrabel, but unfortunately, to my knowledge, Mike Vrabel is not on the Titans offense this year, so I am definitely going Dolphins.
All right, well, that wraps up our picks. Dallas, it is trivia time. Please tell me you have something like kind of quick this week.
I got 2 top 5s, basically.
We're actually going to name every NFL champion over the last decade and our top 3 statistical leaders.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I need you to name Billy Cannon's entire family tree.
Bet.
Who's the closest live relative?
I've been waiting for this moment for weeks.
So, trivia time here on the Fourth and Wrong podcast. We got some record-breaking stuff out here. Sam Laporta, Detroit's very own rookie tight end, is 1 out of 6 players to produce 60 receptions, 675 receiving yards, and 6 touchdowns through their first 12 career games. You guys are guessing who the other 5 are to do that.
Tight end specifically?
Just players. I'll tell you, all of these are wide receivers.
Oh, okay.
Well,
that's kind of wild that he did it as a tight end then.
He's literally had...
Okay, name what the stat was again? I'm so sorry.
It is 60 plus receptions, 675 plus receiving yards, and 6 touchdowns through the first 12 games of their career. Marshall's trying to find the office of this new house so he can look up the correct answers.
Okay. I don't know.
On a desktop.
You want to go first? You can go first. I'll go second. Marshall go third. Means he's all fucking on a field trip.
Okay. Don't think this is right, but gotta throw out a Hall of Famer. Gotta get the name out of the way. Calvin Johnson.
Not Kelvin Johnson.
Yeah.
I was thinking Calvin because I know he finished with like 800 some odd yards. I just don't know if it was.
I'll tell you right now, all of these are fairly recent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The one that I immediately thought of, give me OBJ, somebody who had a great rookie year.
OBJ is on that list.
Give me Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson is on that list.
Tyreek.
Woo.
Not Tyreek.
Damn.
No, Tyreek wasn't a starter until like 3 years in.
Well, wouldn't that still count as his first 12 games? His debut. You know?
Not if he was like active as a punt returner and not.
Oh, true.
Give me Jamar Chase. Hot start.
Not Jamar.
He had to be close. All these guys that just like popped immediately.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. Trying to think of like a
Another recent really good wide receiver.
yeah, like just some of him. I'm trying to honestly think of just like the later draft classes, but I can't really think of anything. Give me Jalen Waddle.
Not Jalen Waddle.
Say
Damn,
fucking
man.
Jamar Chase was not on there. Jalen Waddle was. I was gonna lose my fucking mind.
How many do we have left?
Three. Just three. And I don't want to spoil it, but two of these guys, man. Look, keep guessing.
I don't know what the hell that was supposed to mean.
Hey, only
Yeah.
one person will know when I say it. Can I get a focus on my camera? God damn.
Yeah, no, apparently not.
There we
You
go.
Who's the one person?
It's actually two people. Marshall should know these guys. I'll tell you that much.
What the fuck?
First one was a bunch of random skill positions. First 12.
I didn't even know the question. but-
Whose turn is it?
It's
Your-
my turn. Fuck, man. I think I'm just overthinking it. That's the problem.
You always do, Colin.
I
Literally
know.
every week you say that.
You can just skip me for now. I'll hand off my turn. Donnie, you can go.
Let me go with. This one might kind of be random. Let me go with DK Metcalf.
Not DK.
Mm-mm.
So one of them like must be like my favorite like wide receiver or something. Deshaun Jackson.
Nope, not Deshaun.
There's no shot Deshaun Jackson.
There's one
Remind me
Jimmy
again what the
Smith.
stat is before I say this next name.
It is 60 plus receptions, 675 plus receiving yards, and 6 touchdowns.
So randomly specific. 675 yards specifically.
That's probably exactly where he's at. 675.
We're running out of recent guys. I thought there's no way.
I'm gonna
this
go back
guy-
a little bit. I don't know that it would have happened his rookie year, so that's the only reason why I'm doubtful. But I know that he gets these kind of stats. Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas.
All right.
Slant boy.
My
Slant
one
boy himself.
contribution.
Slant God. Get away.
I know these are all, and there's not a year cap on this, is it?
There's not, but
He said they were all semi-recent.
the last two were drafted in 2003 and 2006.
Okay. There's one Jimmy Smith.
No, he
Oh,
played in
okay.
like the 90s.
Crazy pull. Holy fuck, that'd have been insane.
I only say that because Dallas did this little snarty, like, Marshall definitely knows one of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
for like a solid year, this man, because he pulled limited Jimmy Smith and Madden.
No, I was about to guess Garrett Wilson before he gave the years because I remember he had a good year. Let me go. The years that you gave out, I feel like Anquan Bolden had to have been on there.
Anquan Bolden, 2003, he was drafted.
No, 2006. I also feel like I know who that person is, if nobody else.
This wide receiver won a Super Bowl in his tenure as a player.
Won a Super Bowl?
What year did you say he was drafted?
2006.
Damn.
He only played for one team.
So is he retired now?
He is, yes.
Wait, 2006, yeah.
Wait, when did he retire?
2015.
Ooh. Played for one team.
I have another. Oh nope, not him. Fuck. My first thought was immediately Larry Fitzgerald.
Was he
right?
actually,
yeah, he was also drafted 2004. I looked it up. That's why I was.
What,
that's why I double checked the year.
What round?
Marshall's gonna get it immediately.
Round 7.
Is it? Does he play for the Saints?
He does play for the Saints.
Is it Marquise Colston?
It is.
What a fucking
that's
pull.
Marshall's person.
I know.
I literally, I'll show you guys right now. I promise I'm not looking it up. The only reason I thought is just because the way you said you'll know him, and I know I've mentioned his name before. I'm literally making like dinner, so don't. I'm not.
Dinner at 1 a.m.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Man, you.
All right, what's the next one?
You're both confusing me.
Mike Evans, 10 consecutive seasons with 1,000+ receiving yards. He is the third wide receiver in NFL history to meet that mark. You guys are going to be guessing the top 5, basically. It's 7 people tied. Who else has had, or I guess let me phrase this a little better. It's the top 5 players with most consecutive or 1,000-yard seasons in a career. So it's the top 5.
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice at number 1 with 14,000-yard seasons.
That's wild. 14,000-yard seasons. It's like basically that man's whole career.
Mike Evans has 10. Do we think this man's going to play for another 4 years?
No. No, I do not. He'll play for probably like 2 more years, I bet.
Give me Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald.
Larry Fitzgerald with 9.
Give me
9 1,000.
Terrell Owens.
He also has 9. He's in there.
Damn, how many more do we need?
We got 3 more.
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss with 10. Mike Evans and Randy Moss with 10 1,000-yard seasons. Wild.
You good there? You good there, Donnie?
Mike Evans might be one of the most underrated wide receivers in NFL history.
Man, if he played for a better fucking franchise, this man would be, without a doubt, like top wide receiver.
Who?
Mike Evans. If he played for any other team. Maybe not the Lions. Lions would have ruined him too.
Facts.
Or wasted him. Not ruined, wasted.
Dude had the exact same career as he has in fucking Tampa. He wouldn't have won the Super Bowl.
I would say he wouldn't have won the Super Bowl.
Or a playoff game.
Or a
And
playoff
hey,
game.
maybe we would have got Tom Brady if we had Mike Evans. Who knows?
Yeah.
That's what was holding us back.
Yeah. Just
Yep,
like
our quarterback
we
was
were,
holding us
just like
back.
we were real close to getting Gronk
Quarterback
a
was
couple
holding
years
us
ago.
back. That's why he had fucking 5,000-yard passes. What the?
This man's going through it. Good
Okay.
Lord.
Anyway, whose turn is it?
Give me Calvin Johnson to round this bitch out.
Nope, not Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, no, doesn't have.
We're
the
missing
That
2.
made even in the Hall of Fame. That's crazy.
We're missing 2.
Are they both modern guys? Like
Uh,
post 2000,
90s, early 2000s.
90s too.
I don't know about you guys. I'm about to just start firing them off.
Herman Moore.
No, not Herman Moore. Scott Mitchell slanging that thing to Herman Moore.
Damn. So then another 90s receiver. I don't know very many 90s receivers.
Marvin Harrison.
Oh,
Not Marvin Harrison.
Shout out to Marvin Harrison Jr., Heisman finalist.
Isaac
Not
Bruce.
going to win, but
Not
good on
Isaac
him
Bruce.
for being a finalist. The one, are they both 90s and 2000s?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me just confirm it.
We got Chris.
I lied.
Collinsworth.
Oh no, I wasn't. So one played from 88 to 2004.
Damn.
Fucking Lord. Fucking
One played
son
over
of
the
a
course of
bitch.
3 decades. That's wild.
Fucking Christ. Who is that?
And then
And that was back when those bitches fucking hit too, and he had a 16-year career.
and then 92 to 2005.
Why they got me so much? Bro played in the NFL for 45 fucking years.
16 years is a crazy long career for a wide receiver.
Fucking Lord.
I feel like there's an obvious name that we're missing.
Yeah, bro played in the NFL for fucking 90% of the NFL's existence. We should
Okay.
fucking know it.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Marshall, have you found the answers yet?
man.
I'm not.
Wrap this
I'm
shit
not
up.
I'm not looking.
Bro's busy making a grilled cheese.
Here's a lob to you, Marshall.
Is it just most list of 1,000-yard receivers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's exactly
most
what you
years
put in
with
the Google
1,000
search.
List of most receivers with 1,000-yard seasons.
Yeah, put it in the Google search.
Receivers with the most 1,000-yard seasons.
We got it.
I mean, like,
Marshall, it's your boy.
my boy.
One of them's your boy. Before
Marshall's got like 8 boys.
pause.
Is it
I said what I said.
Marvin Harrison?
Nope.
We already said Marvin Harrison, bro.
This one's your boy, but only for a limited time only.
Well, I named Deshaun Jackson.
No.
Jimmy
my
Smith.
God.
Jimmy Smith.
Yep. Good night.
Jimmy Smith with 9,000-yard receiving seasons. Who's the last one?
Is this Steve Largent? Gotta throw
It's
out
not.
mine.
It's not Steve Largent.
I don't fucking know. I'm definitely not getting this one. Which one's left?
We just got one more
That was
with the one that played for 4 decades.
Jesus fuck.
What?
I played for 4
Marshall,
decades.
this guy played from fucking 1988 to 2004.
Oh, I mean, that's not terrible.
What if you just, oh, that's such and such?
You're like, oh, now that you mention it.
You mean fucking Billy Smith? You guys didn't know him?
That's John.
Who do you play for?
It's
Most known for the Raiders.
Tim Brown.
Tim Brown. Here we go.
He's fucking frozen.
9,000-yard receiving seasons.
Damn, that's crazy. This was a good trivia.
I thought so too.
Yeah, solid.
A lot of popular names and some
All right,
throwbacks.
well, since no, Donnie's back. I was about to say, since Donnie's frozen, we'll just wrap it up right now.
That's weird. You guys are all frozen.
Yeah, no, you were definitely frozen.
Yeah, it was you.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this week's episode of the Fourth and Wrong podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it. We will see you next week.